Hello. I've never done this before, and I honestly don't know why I'm doing it now. I am a professional makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist for over 10 years now, and I'm going to show you how to do just a basic black and brown smoky eye using just the chocolate gold palette. So here we go. All right. So always start with an eyeshadow base. I'm gonna use a NYX Cosmetics one. I don't even know what this is. It's just like a light brown. Figure it out yourself. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. I'm gonna use more of a fluffy brush so then I can just kind of place it on the lid and be able to buff it into the crease as well. These are my own personal makeup brushes, so yes, they're dirty. I don't give a shit because they're mine. I am all about sanitation and keeping your brushes clean for yourself and especially for your clients or customers. Fashion Week, I just saw something where a model posted that her face broke out because the makeup artist didn't clean their brushes. So, clean your fucking brushes. If it's yours, it's not necessary to clean them every single time. Okay. So we have this, and it's a little bit deeper than my skin tone, but my eyelids are darker than the rest of my skin, so whatever. I'm just gonna buff it. All right, we done. Now, we use just more of same fluffy brush, but a little bit larger. This one is from Morphe. I don't know how you say it. Last time I checked, you spelt morph like that. And I don't know what this Morphe is, but please tell me if I'm wrong. We're gonna use in the chocolate gold palette. So Bougie. So Bougie is gonna be just this perfect guy throughout your crease just to maintain that definition. I have a lot of eyelid space, so in my crease, if I keep it right in here, I still have all this space. So I'm basically gonna go right at the brow bone, and I'm pulling it up into the front of the brow. Again, this color should be close to your skin tone. So this goes for not just mine, goes for all ranges of skin tone. Finding a color that is maybe within the same tone or even just a shade or two darker. Just to, again, maintain the definition throughout the eye or through the crease. And this is going to be like a nice little transition color that when you place your darker colors, it's not just sitting there like a color block where you have almost a 60s kind of twiggy white and black. You're going to have this nice kind of fade, nice kind of blend. Just adding a little bit more. And I just tend to go in that circular motion so then it kind of diffuses the color and I don't have such a harsh line. All right, that'll do. I'm going to use same brush that I used for the eyeshadow base. This is a MAC, I think it's a 239, 236. I don't work there anymore, so. I'm gonna use Cocoa Truffle. Cocoa Truffle is gonna be this nice little like mid-tone, almost like kind of deserty sort of brown. And I'm gonna go more so in the actual crease. And I'm kind of just going back and forth, like inside, basically like a windshield wiper motion, just back and forth. And not even really all the way through, but just kind of like 3/4 of the way. And again, this will just kind of add that little bit of extra definition. You can kind of see you got deeper and then just your natural. You could actually use this as like a lighter smoky eye if we were to maybe even place the Cocoa Truffle just right on top of the eyelid here and a little bit of black eyeliner. That would even be really pretty, especially if you're not going for something as dramatic, or you don't wear makeup that much and you see, say, a Kardashian, you see J-Lo, you see somebody that has this really beautiful, deep, smoky eye. A lot of times, they could be using just eyeliner to create kind of like a smoky eyeliner or smoky appearance, but then when they close their eyes, it's actually very, very light. Alrighty, so add windshield wiper motion. And this is a lovely commercial in the background, my God. Alright, so now we're gonna go in and use Decadent, which is the deepest color of the chocolate gold palette. Again, I'm gonna use the same brush. This way I can use the side, and the side is gonna be able to apply the color pressed right on the lid, but then I'm gonna be able to do in the same motion, go right up into the tip of the brush and kind of blend it out into the already crease that's already there. So we'll go in and we'll load it up pretty good. And what's kind of nice is that the brush is already slightly tinted with color already. So that's a cat in the background. Excuse me. She's a little cray-cray. So we're gonna start just right in the middle of the eyelid. And I'm just kind of doing a stamping motion, so then you're really depositing the color. And just cover up that whole lid. So right now, you have a nice application of where you want, you know, your darkness to be. And so, obviously though, right now, it looks like you have little button eyes. It just looks like these black little round dots. So to create that illusion that the eye is a little bit larger, again, same brush that we applied that dark color to, we're gonna use the tip of the brush and do little tiny circular motions like we did throughout the crease with the cocoa truffle. Now, you just want to be careful because being too big of a motion, you're going to all of a sudden, it's going to get messy and you're going to get the raccoon eye. So with this, just littler strokes or littler circular motions. And you're going to want to pull this all the way throughout the whole crease. And already, now it looks a little bit more diffused. And you can see that it's slightly above the crease or slightly above the eye. That way now my eyes appear to be a little bit larger or have a little bit more shape or definition to them rather than little button eyes. So, boom, boom, boom. Now, if you want to have a little bit more of a deeper application, you can even just use your finger. And just pack it, you know, wherever you want the color to be the deepest. In this case, I'm going to put it more so in the center. And again, this is just if you want a little bit of a more opaque or a little bit more deeper application. Yes, I wipe the mess on my clothes because I haven't changed yet, so I don't give a shit. Okay, so yeah, a little bit deeper now. And again, it's all really nicely blended. All right, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, all right, I like it. All right, now I have a little bit of residual makeup underneath. Wasn't intended for that. But we're gonna just kind of work with it. And we're just gonna add black kohl liner. This one is from Vautrevu. I really like this company. The products, either lip product, everything, their lip liners are really great as well. But the eyeliner is a nice kohl, so it is a little bit softer, so the application is gonna go on much smoother and just immediately have a bit more deposit of the color. So we are going to place it right into the waterline, the upper waterline of your lashes. Okay. And honestly, I don't really care for eyeliner in the lower waterline because you can see already the difference between this eye and that eye. This one already appears to be smile, already appears to be smaller because we have tightened it. We have done a very thin line. Now, if we were to do this same thing, but not do any eyeliner on the underneath, your eye is going to appear to be a little bit larger. For demonstration, boom, boom. All right, okay. All right. Sometimes fingers are your best tools. I love my brushes to death. Sometimes you just need to really get in there. Okay, so let me go back and finish this eye because I just kind of totally forgot about it. All right, so in the meantime, try it yourself while I'm doing this. I have no foundation on. I have no skin, I'm sorry, any, I guess, skin makeup. I have just my moisturizer and eye cream on. When I am doing a smoky eye or a darker eye for that matter, or even like color, especially glitter, I'm a big fan of glitter. But anytime that I use glitter, darker colors, I tend to do the eyes first and leave my skin towards the end because you're gonna have fallout, especially with glitter. I mean, hello. But a lot of times you're gonna have the fallout all in here. So, I mean, just to kind of save yourself time, the trouble, the frustration, and honestly, your makeup, just go ahead and if you know what you're gonna do for the day, then, you know, maybe you should kind of think about doing whatever you think is the focal point first. So if skin was gonna be my focus, obviously I'm gonna do that first and I'm gonna do it the best that I can. This focus is gonna be the eyes, so I'm adding all my attention to the eye. I'm still gonna perfect the skin, but again, I'm gonna have this be the main focus so I don't walk out looking like I have a mask on. That is the biggest problem that I'm seeing is it's just too much. I'm going back with my fluffy brush with no color, and I'm just kind of buffing, again, bigger circular motions because I have no product on there. It's going to soften any harsh lines, you know. And then we'll just go over here as well. This is Rihanna Radio, and Lord is on. I don't know if I believe that. All right, going back with my finger. What the fuck is that? Oh God, it's a brush hair. Jesus. All right. All right, there we go, Rihanna. Little baby Riri. Right, going back. So if you've noticed, I've literally used 2 brushes for this whole look. I have shit ton of brushes. Just because I'm a professional makeup artist, yes, I have to have multiple kind of brushes and multiples of the same brush because sometimes you gotta go, you don't have time to wash your brushes in between. But when I was working for a cosmetic brand, I honestly was the worst salesperson because it was one of those things where, you know, I would use maybe 5, 6 brushes, but at the end of it, you know, I would see the customer be looking at everything, and I could just tell by their face that they're a little overwhelmed, and especially when I'm laying out all the prices. And, you know, we know that most makeup brands, their brushes and products in general, especially when it comes to their foundation and skincare, is going to be a little bit more pricey. I had a really hard time saying, yes, you need all 7 brushes, because I knew in reality, I did this same look at home and I used 2 eye brushes and maybe like 2 face brushes, you know, and that's just my choice because I can. All right, so I'm liking this. Let me add black in here. And I also, when I add the liner to the lash line, I do try to rub it into the lashes itself, so then it kind of gives it again a little bit more of a smokier effect, kind of, I guess, a little messy. You know, I like it a little bit more kind of grungy, almost looking like slightly slept in or slightly kind of worn in, like you've kind of rubbed your eyes a little bit. I think it's pretty. All right, so I'm thinking this is pretty nice. So let's just take a little flat brush, anything flat that you can just kind of pack on color. I'm going to use Rollin' in Dough, and that is just that real nice light beige. Again, for depending on the skin tone, for like a deeper skin tone, maybe mixing Rolling in Dough and the original crease color, So Bougie, mixing those two together and applying it to the brow bone for more of like a medium to darker, deeper skin tone would be really pretty as well. This just kind of, obviously, I don't have on my eyebrows. I'm doing everything kind of at the end because this is an eye tutorial, not an everything else tutorial, because look, I'm already at fucking 17 minutes. I don't even know if anyone's watching because I'm just doing my makeup, talking to myself. It's fucking weird. Oh no. Alright guys. So, all depending, you can either use your eyeliner, a kohl pencil, one of your liquids, or even my favorite, which is like the gels or the creams. You can use those along the top. Honestly, I don't really care today. So I'm just going to curl up my lashes and put some mascara. Call these eyeballs a day. All right. And I don't really think you need a fucking tutorial on, you know, watching me put on mascara and curling my eyelashes, but you know, I've witnessed some funky things, and I just really thought it was natural when you were a girl, like, oh yeah, you can put on mascara. Let me tell you, I have seen a customer, I gave her some mascara to try on, some mascara wands. I came back and it looked like she was doing it in the car. I literally came back and was like, oh my God. Kitty. All right. What is this? I just tried, this is literally my first time using it, so hey, let's try it together. Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express. This is your brush. I hate this song. All right, at the root of the lashes, wiggling back and forth all the way to the tips. Ouch. And then I'm using just kind of the tip of the brush just to literally kind of go in and pull up little extra hairs that are maybe blonde at the tip that we kind of don't see, and we didn't realize that our lashes were as long as they are. Hey, this mascara is not bad. I am a fan so far. So far, so good. I don't hate it. Ooh, yeah, look at that. My problem with, ooh, look at that. See, that's a nice little. My biggest problem with mascara is that my lashes are fortunately very thick but they are so straight, so I have to curl my lashes, and I have to be careful with the type of mascara that I use because a lot of times I put on the mascara and it just immediately weighs it down, and I have really cute, long, thick, straight ass lashes. No, not cute. Wiggle and wiggle, 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 all the way through the root. I think I hate this song so much because it reminds me of my ex, which doesn't have a name. He's the name we don't speak of because we don't. All right, Maybelline. Big Shot, the Colossal. I like it. And this guy flat, or kind of went down a little bit, but, oh, fuck. Oh, good. All right. And, you know, if you do this, I know it's kind of strange, but if you kind of give yourself little lash lifts throughout the day, it honestly helps. It honestly makes a difference. You don't have to do lower lashes. I honestly, it depends on the client. I have, again, fortunately, thicker lashes, so I like to add mascara to the bottom, and especially I think it kind of gives it a little bit more of a doll effect. Your eyes are a little bit larger. But then again, with a smoky eye, you know, your colors pull down a little bit more, so you can kind of get away with it. But if you don't have a lot of lashes along the bottom, you may want to, if you want to add mascara, instead of like really trying to coat it where you may be getting it on your actual skin underneath the eye, go ahead and use just the tip of the mascara wand and almost just kind of dust the tips. And that, again, it will, and again, too, you can even kind of paint it on. That is going to be, I think, a little bit better looking than really coating up the bottom lashes, because especially if you don't have any and then all of a sudden you're adding all this black or deep brown, it's gonna look a little funny. All right, you guys, 22 minutes in. What do you think? I think it's pretty. All right, we'll see how this goes. Bye.